is so critically important to come to the table with the ideas, to make those proposals for changes. Don't assume that the school has the answers. I assume that they don't, because otherwise, why am I needed? Otherwise, why are there problems? And so I do not go into any situation with some glossy, rosy idea of government. I have quite the opposite view of government. And the most difficult time as far as my interactions with parents and other advocates are those that believe in government. They have a very difficult time unlearning and then learning that new approach because they think that they have to have some kind of high regard, respect. And it's amazing, depending on how political a person is, that, if it's a Republican in power, then all of a sudden, the things are going to improve. Or if it's a liberal, it's a Democrat in power, see, everything's fine. That is absolutely bunk. Guys, I can tell you the most difficult people to interact with are those that have decided to align themselves on the extremes. They are hardcore blue, Democrat, liberal, progressives, and they don't see anything other than that. And this is where all the solutions are. And then I have the same problem with my diehard red Republicans, conservatives. I have a foot in both camps, guys. I can see things and the benefit from both viewpoints. We need all perspectives in order to make this society work in a civil manner. So I do not take hard lines. I don't like government, and I don't like either party because I fight for change. Civil rights, the only reason we have civil rights is because it's been the masses of people that have stood up to force politicians to adopt civil rights protections. Otherwise, guys, we wouldn't have any. Government does not like to restrict its own power. But every once in a while, there'll be mass movements of people. Mass movements of people. They don't have to be Democrats. They don't have to be Republicans. They don't have to be conservative. They don't have to be liberal. Humans coming together for change. Implementing that change by having our politicians be more afraid of the people, and therefore they adopt restrictions upon itself. The IDEA was sourced out of the civil rights movement. So therefore the civil rights movement and those things that occurred in the 50s, 60s, and beyond, the hard struggles of our ancestors, they were hard fought, they were hard won. The IDEA came out of that. I hold that in respect and reverence. I don't hold government in respect and reverence. It wasn't government who did that. It was the masses of the people who did that. And so therefore, my position is to ensure that our government is held accountable to those rules, because it is the government that is breaking those rules. These are the things you have to unlearn. You have to unlearn that to be an effective advocate, not only as a parent, but also if you want to do this as a paid job, as your own business, helping to advance change. You can't do that by thinking that somehow government is the solution. You're the solution. You are. Because what you're doing is you're holding the government accountable to the rules that were put into place by a mass movement of people, not because of the altruism or the benevolence of government. It did not adopt these things on its own will. It did not formulate these thoughts on its own. They were forced to adopt these things. And the sooner that you can sit there and rethink how you view government, the more successful you're going to be in advocating, not only for your child, but other people. That is not to say that there's excellent people that are administrators and teachers. I am not talking about them. But at the same time, just like me, I expect people that work with me to come to the table with ideas. I don't know everything. IEP teams need to be receptive and understand that we're dealing with very complex kids here. You don't have an owner's manual for them. Listen to the parent. So therefore, come to the table with ideas. All right? That's what I'm teaching. That's some of the benefit. You will never find that anywhere else. I'm so excited to put on this class and present it. I think we're going to make a lot of changes.